Okay,
because now it's postseason number 4 in a row where the same stuff has happened.
well, we're live right now, buddy.
Oh, I'm ready. So is it just me and Eddie?
Yeah, I think I'm going to do that for now, and then if anybody else wants to come in, they can.
All right.
Manny better not be ducking.
I know he came on the live yesterday, said he wants all the smoke.
Yeah, I'm just sharing right now before I go.
Do your thing, bro.
Hold on.
This guy Eddie probably can't even breathe in that bag.
I can. I got a little hole here.
We are live on the Worldwide Sports Radio Network following Game 5 of the ALDS. The Yankees have been eliminated by a final score of 2-1. Chapman gives up that home run in the 8th inning. I know Chuck is very adamant. I'm not going to waste any time. Let me get to Chuck and Eddie. Poor Eddie. Eddie is Eddie. Eddie, are you okay, bro? Are you okay? He's not speaking right now. And here comes Manny too. We got Manny. We got a load of Yankee fans right now who are ready to discuss this. But let me give the floor to Chuck because I know Chuck had a rant on Wednesday about analytics. Yesterday we had the discussion, and now we're here today, and the Yankees have been eliminated. Chuck, the floor is yours.
Before I even get into the analytics and the stupid moves that were made today, let me just say that this team stinks and it needs to be blown up, and I'll explain why. You know why? Because every hitter in this lineup, besides basically LeMahieu, does the same thing. They're all home run or bust hitters, except for maybe even Glaber also, who are very streaky, and they don't know how to hit a curveball. If you watched that 9th inning, you saw it with your own eyes. Stanton couldn't touch Castillo's curveball. Voit couldn't touch it. Urshela made contact, but he hit it right on the nose to Wendell at third. This team cannot hit a curveball to save their life, and they get very uncomfortable facing right-handers that throw inside off-speed pitches. And you saw it tonight. That's why I was afraid of the Rays all season, and I said before the season even began, the Rays were going to be the biggest threat to the Yankees because they know how to beat this lineup. This lineup is very beatable. Yes, Stanton was hitting 1,000,000 home runs, but what did he do in the 9th inning? Castillo got him with the same pitch twice, and then they lunge after fastballs that are 5 feet off the plate or 3 feet into the dirt. What are we looking at? Where is the hitting coach to make adjustments? Where is the video? I do not understand. They're in the dugout looking at diagrams and video and whatnot. Where are the adjustments being made? We are 4 years into this. Four, 2017, 18, 19, 20. The runs are not going to be scored because this team cannot hit pitching, good pitching. They can't even hit right-handed pitching. It's unbelievable. You know why Snell didn't pitch tonight? Because Tampa knew that the Yankees could kill Snell. That's why they went Snell 2 days of rest. That's why they threw Nick Anderson, a guy who wasn't pitched before the 5th inning ever in his career. That's why he came in. That's why Peter Fairbanks, who has a terrible motion because he had Tommy John surgery twice, shut down this lineup. And that's why Diego Castillo came in and shut down this lineup because they cannot touch these bullpen pieces of the Rays. And I said it last night. That was my main argument. The Rays bullpen is 10 times better than the Yankees, and they can come in and shut down this lineup. And then on the Yankee side, how did they expect to win this game when you were only going to trust 2 relievers? You brought in Britton in the 5th, and then you brought in Chapman to get you 7 outs. That was never going to happen. Never. And we even saw it last year in Game 6 of the ALCS. Chapman cannot pitch more than 2 innings. I mean, not even more than 1 inning. It just can't happen. And then you pitch him Mike Ford. That's your best bat off the bench. You got Clint Frazier on the bench. I would have rather had Gary Sanchez up on the bench. Where are these analytics coming from? I do not understand. The Yankees need to go out, start getting guys that can make contact. We need more DJ LeMayus in the lineup, not more Judges, not more Stantons, and especially a left-handed bat that can go out there and hit the damn ball and not chase the ball that's in the dirt that any one of us knows to lay off. It's pathetic.
Chuck, you good?
No.
Does it look like he's good?
I don't know. I don't know. So Greg, I see you pulling the post game conference with the kid over here, man.
Chris Paul over here.
Oops, sorry, family time. You know, but I had to at least pop in and just kind of say, "I told y'all so."
So that's all you want to say?
Hold on 1 second. That's great. And he comes in with a Marlins hat. Really love it.
Well, first of all, this Marlins hat has sentimental value. I'm not gonna get into it on air. That's the only reason I have it, because of the color. That's it.
That's true. I knew that. It was in your car. That's why you always wear orange. I understand it.
Pause.
I love it. What?
Okay. All right. So, Greg, overall thoughts over here, because the Yankees kind of like they had the game, and then all of us, even in the chat, were kind of surprised, like, because I'm flipping back and forth between games, and I'm like, why is Chapman in so early on? And I knew as soon as I saw that and I read the chat, everyone was pretty much upset about it. So, Greg, what were your thoughts there?
Before I go into it, I just want y'all to know that my daughter just stole my chicken sandwich and ran away with it.
Sharing is caring, Greg. You know the motto. Sharing,
because I'm gonna have to clean up the mess of my chicken strips on the floor.
Listen, Greg, sharing is caring, bro. We already know that. Come on, man. You know what it is.
But so first things first, the Yankees, and Charlie touched on it. There's no reason Chapman needed to be in that moment. Britton was cruising. Let him finish the inning. Why are you bringing him in with 2 outs? There's no need for that, especially if you're bringing in a lefty for another lefty. It doesn't make any sense. And then in the at bat where Brosseau hit the home run, right? As a pitcher, this is common knowledge for all pitchers. Doesn't matter what level you play. Your coach will tell you this. If you have a long at bat and a guy is fouling off your fastball straight back to the screen, that means he's on you. He's seeing you very well. You have first base open. There's no reason to try to beat a guy that literally just fouled your fastball straight back multiple times. I called that home run the minute he fouled it back. He deserved that.
So let's go to Eddie. Eddie, what are your thoughts here after the Yankees lose Game 5?
Well, I said it earlier in the chat. I said I hope that they score some runs because I don't trust what's his name, Chapman, in a close game. The last 3 times he's been in a close game, he's given up a home run. Altuve in the World Series, who he gave up from Cleveland. Who hit the home run off of him?
Rajai Davis.
Rajai Davis hit a home run off of him, and tonight. I think that was a big error by Urshela, bigger than we think. Urshela makes that play, Britton finishes the inning, and Chapman gets to start off a brand new inning. They didn't hit. They just didn't hit. That's it. You ain't gonna win a game if you can't hit.
Declan, what are your thoughts? Do you agree with the rest of the panel here, or do you have anything else to add? There's nothing. Okay, so last night.
What am I going to say? It's just disgusting.
Fair. Last night, to those who didn't watch, Manny said he would get the smoke if he came on, and I advised him to choose his words wisely, and he decided it's what he was going to say. So that means, therefore, Greg and everyone else in the Hitless congregation can give Manny the smoke because he's accepting of it. Is that right, Manny?
First off, let me say this right now. I'm pissed. Of course I'm pissed. Yankees play pathetic. Shout out to Garrett Cole, though. 9 Ks, almost close to the 10 to 12 Ks that I called. Aaron Judge, home run. I called that. Where were the rest of the batters? Why was Brett Gardner still in the lineup? Why wasn't Frazier able to play?
Wait.
I would even
Hold on. Brett,
would-
he robbed the home run.
Gardner
robbed the
saved
home
the
run.
Okay. But what else did Gardner do at bat wise? He robbed the home run, which saved us, yes. But what else has he done?
Actually, if you want to get into what he's done, he's hit 444 in the postseason, and excuse me,
That's
he's hitting
true.
375 in the postseason and 444 in the series.
But this game proves, and what Charlie said in his rant, I hope he's breathing and trying to be a little bit calm. You got me nervous, Charlie. I don't like to see you like this. You're my boy. And I wasn't going to allow you guys, you, Declan, and Eddie to catch the smoke only. Like I said, I was ready for the smoke, and I'm here. So I appreciate that call. I told you, I'm not going to let my Yankee guys take all the heat. I'm here. So give me all the smoke.
It's hard to take heat when Chuck is giving them heat. I mean, no one's really giving heat except for Greg, which is one, but everybody else kind of agrees to get the heat. I think most of the heat is coming from the comments because you got Greg's younger brother in there. You got Travis Salke, who's a Met fan. You have a bunch of Met fans who are in here.
Of course, the Met fans are there because this is their World Series. They will never get to this point. This is what they battled for.
Hold on. I need you to relax.
I got you.
I need you to relax.
Hold on. Before you say anything, Greg, I gotta commend you. You called it. You take the W today, but just expect a visit tomorrow. Also, I told KJ through your phone to tell Kaylee to take your sandwich.
We got the Astros fans.
We got the Astros fans in here too. Little wins right there.
Hey man, you got Astros fans in here too.
Michael
Broussard. Yeah, Michael's in there. Yeah, he's in there.
Michael could talk.
Absolutely not going for George Springer.
Can't say anything.
Okay. So what now for the Yanks? Given the fact that
hold on, Carl. Greg wanted to say something before you go.
Yeah. I gotta head out, but before I head out, let's go Astros.
Yeah, that's great. That's great stuff.
Greg, you have a good night.
Thanks for contributing such lovely information, Gregor.
I'll bring the Guinness tomorrow.
So as I was saying, I think this year kind of took a toll on sports and its reevaluating of teams. We decided as a hitless congregation, we were not going to, there's no asterisk on any championships in any league. This is what it is. They played it. But moving forward, looking ahead to 2021, aside from what Chuck said of blowing up the whole team, is there a quick fix? Is this a long fix? Because this team hasn't been able to be successful like they thought they would. They changed managers. They bring in Aaron Boone. They haven't been able to get there. What's the fix for the Yankees? Declan?
Well, I mean, first of all, we're going to have to figure out what we're going to do for catchers because I don't think platooning Higashioka and Sanchez is going to work moving forward. If that means Gary Sanchez is traded, I wish him well. I'm not going to be heartbroken about it. We need more of a bullpen. Like I said on your live a few days ago, this is the first time since 1994 the New York Yankees have been in the postseason and did not have a solid bullpen. They were overmatched in the department that we all thought was solid before the team was solid. Back in 2016 when no-run DMC, Betances, Chapman, and Miller. We all thought that was solid. That was our only piece. Then 2017, make the playoffs. We're going to need to do something starting pitching. Obviously, it just seems like the battery mates are kind of what the team wants to focus on. We do have a lot of boom and bust hitters. Excuse me. It's going to be tough. Hopefully, Clint Frazier can get some at bats going forward. I don't think that we should blow up the team essentially, although I think Chuck is coming from a place of knowledge and clearly viewed the game on a level that you would expect from him. Not to whatever, but I'm just saying honestly speaking, it looked terrible. We're going to get on Boone. We're going to get on whoever makes, it's 2020 baseball with sabermetrics and whatnot. Whoever made that call, I don't even know if we could Adam, excuse me. I almost said Adam Gase. That's how bad tonight was. I almost just said Adam Gase. And maybe it's because I'm wearing green.
You're really killing me now.
Yeah.
No.
Aaron Boone's a scapegoat. I'm sorry, Eddie, not to cut you off. Just to be quick. Aaron Boone is the scapegoat for whatever decisions are being made. Maybe it's him, maybe it's not. We'll find out in the presser, or maybe we won't. Maybe we'll, there'll be cover up. But got to score more than one run, guys. It's just, it was a nice shot by Judge. It was 2 wall scraper home runs from each side. Actually 3, if you think of the first one from the Rays. Got to do better all around.
So, Eddie, did you want to add on to Declan's points?
Yeah, to be honest with you, let me tell you, we can go on and on and on about the pitching. It wasn't the pitching. Last year wasn't the pitching. Last year they didn't hit with runners in scoring position. This year they didn't hit the ball at all. Like what are you going to do? You have the hitters, you have the pitching. The pitching, as many, as bad as the bullpen was, they kept us in the game. Even if it was only Zach Britton and Chapman, Cole pitched a great game. Tampa Bay was very pesky, so they ran up the counts a lot. He was trying to strike them out. He was trying to overpowering them. They kept tipping the ball. They kept getting more pitches out of him, and he threw 97 pitches, something like that, in 5 innings. They got to hit. Like, what are you gonna do? You can't do, like, you need people on your team, like Chuck said, like DJ LeMahieu. We want, don't get me wrong, we want the Santons, we want the Judges, we want the Gleyber Torres, but we need the smart hitters up there because they're not very smart. They weren't very smart today. They were chasing a lot of pitches. They weren't looking well. And the first 2 innings, I think, was Stanton was a 3-0 count. Who was it? It was Judge with a 3-0 count. He swings. Gleyber Torres, 3-0 count, swings.
I think Stanton had it also.
Stanton, they weren't very patient. So we could say the pitching all day. The hitting, it's the hitting. It's just, and even last year, the pitching. Remember who they had to face? Greinke, Cole, Verlander, and they held it down. There was no reason they should have lost the series last year. The problem was they could not hit with runners in scoring position.
So, Manny, do you have any answers to how to fix the Yanks moving forward, looking ahead to 2021?
Trade in Duhart and Sanchez for a starting pitcher. That's one. That's a deal right there. Me and Charlie spoke about that in the baseball chat regarding that. I thought that was a great idea. Man, I would trade both of them for DeGrom. That's it. DeGrom, just come to the Yankees, That's it. But again, it kind of this game alone, I kept thinking, who I really missed here? Didi Gregorius.
Yep.
Because one thing I loved about Didi, he was a lefty hitter. The Yankees don't have that many lefties. Yes, you have Aaron Hicks as a switch hitter. You have Brett Gardner. So obviously Brett Gardner is going to stay in the lineup. But what other lefties we have? We don't have that.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Mike Ford. I swear. He's on my hit list too. I already got a bunch of people lined up. And first off, I'm gonna say something right now. Eric Mauer, the guy in the group, much respect for you, but my man, I created the thread for the game. I'm trying to keep it chatty. I'm trying to talk. I'm trying to see what other people are talking. Everybody's talking. You tell me to respectfully stay quiet. I stay quiet. What happens? The game changes. So apologize to you. You apologize to me right now. And Yankee haters and Astros, I already made a post already in the chat. Give me the smoke. I'm here. I ain't ghost. I'm here.
So looking ahead now, we still have a World Series that's left to be played. We have the Rays versus the Astros, and we have the Braves versus the Dodgers. Predictions here moving forward in the MLB playoffs. Let's start with Eddie.
Damn it. I don't even want to say it. I got Houston and the Dodgers.
You got Houston and the Dodgers. Okay. Yep. Chuck?
I'm going to take Tampa and the Dodgers.
Is that a biased pick?
No, not at all. I just think Tampa is just so good, and their pitching staff could probably silence the Astros bats, and the Astros don't have a bullpen like the Rays do. So, I mean, the Astros are on a hell of a run, and I gave them a lot of credit last night on the live, but I think Tampa's on. I mean, this win is going to help propel them in that series, and now they got arrested Snell for Game 1. They could have arrested Morton for Game 2. And I think now they're lined up, and they have a lot of pieces in that pen that can come in and shut down the Astros. So I'm going to take Tampa in a close series.
All right, Manny, what do you think here?
Go Dodgers or Braves. That's it. AL don't exist for me right now. Once the Yankees are out, I don't go anybody AL. Go Acuna or go Dodgers, and most likely I say the Dodgers win it all.
Okay, Declan. To wrap up, what are your thoughts here moving along in the MLB playoffs?
All right.
This kid's crying.
I didn't think that I thought we were gonna pick between the Yankees. It's just so upsetting.
I can't even believe
Listen,
it.
welcome to
I can't
losers.
believe it.
Listen, brother, we all in losers row. I mean, Chuck had his Islanders early on. Now the Yanks. I got the Yanks. I got the Celtics.
I'm sick of losing to the Tampa Bay team.
Listen, it is what it is, bro. You get used to it
like,
after a while.
I feel like I just bet on the Falcons. I'm so disgusted right now. It's disappointing. But Carl, you did make a Rays Braves pick at the beginning of the bracket. That's looking not too bad. I don't know where you pulled that one from, but very nice. Ooh, this is gonna be tough. You know, as a baseball fan with the Rays and the Astros, I can hear the Greg Polius emotional chants already, but can they both lose? Like, I don't know how to think of it. But what I will say though is that guy Broussard.
As a fan, but as a fan of baseball, like take the Yankee pride aside, just as a fan of baseball, and you know, as a fan, I guess
the Rays.
Okay,
100%.
So you got the Rays.
Rays
question. Dodgers.
I'm gonna go with the Braves. I think that the Dodgers are great, but I think that Marcus Lamar said it a few nights ago. When have the Dodgers ever like proven that the easy road was there for them to go to the World Series? I like good pitching. I picked against the the Braves originally against the Reds, but I like their good hitting with Acuna, Freeman, and hopefully Ozzie Albies and Dansby Swanson can get hot. I like the Braves in 7. I think it's going to be a really good one, and I think the Rays Astros are also going to go 7, but I think that'll be a little top heavy at first. Someone's going to jump out to maybe a 2-0, and then it's going to come back completely there. But I will say there's nobody on the Rays that I hate as much as I hate Carlos Correa. He absolutely disgusts me. They should unverify him on Twitter. I never want to see him tweet. I don't want to hear him speak. I'm so sick of him. I'm beyond disgusted.
All right, gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me here on part 1 of the Hit List Post Games. Currently, right now, we have 86-82. The Miami Heat are leading the Lakers in Game 5. So I know people want to head to the fourth quarter to watch that game. We'll be back to give a post game of that game. Either the Lakers are crowned champions or Miami pushes it to a Game 6. So please stay tuned. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, and join us again in I'd say about a half hour, 45 minutes or so for the wrap up of Game 5 between the Los Angeles Lakers and the Miami Heat in Game 5 of the NBA Finals. The third quarter just ended, and the Heat lead 88-82. Can they pull it out?
Whoa.
Yeah, big stuff coming
Carl,
up, guys.
Can I just say one quick last thing?
Go ahead, Chuck.
We got 4 other Yankee fans on the panel. I think the biggest issue with the Yankees that's been biting them in the butt the past couple of years is their development of starting pitching. Homegrown starting pitching. You see the Rays do it. You see Tampa do it. You see all these top teams do it, but the Yankees aren't able to do it. And they handle their starting pitching prospects when they get to the big leagues terribly. They did it with Jabba. They did it with Hughes. They did it with Nova. Now we saw it with Garcia in Game 2, and it cost them Game 2. So I think the Yankees need to change their philosophy in starting pitching. We could talk about offense all day. Yes, definitely need left-handed contact bats, whatnot. But developing starting pitching is where it begins.
All right.
Absolutely. Can I just throw in really one quick? I'll be promised.
Yeah, Declan just Michael Broussard just asked for your thoughts. I don't know if you were talking to him, but
on what?
I don't know. That's what he just asked. I don't know what.
Oh, because you said you hate Correa. That's why.
Oh, because I don't like Correa. Yeah, because he's always talking. It's so annoying. And honestly, I just don't like the guy. It's nothing baseball. Well, maybe it is baseball related because he cheated. It's personal. Well, not for me, but it's personal. My feelings towards him. He just annoys me. I don't even hate Altuve that much. Maybe I should. Bregman doesn't bother me as much. George Springer doesn't bother me as much. Even AJ Hinch doesn't bother me as much. Carlos Correa was talking like they did nothing wrong, and he went after Bellinger, who, by the way, was completely right on it. So, maybe I do hope I'm completely wrong with my picks, and it's Astros Dodgers, just so I could see Cody Bellinger get the revenge that we all wanted to see the Yankees get. But as Chuck said, couldn't get it. But I will say my original point quickly. I'm really sorry, Carl. Go
ahead, sir.
I'm very emotional tonight. We're 2 peas in a pod. But Gary Sanchez is a homegrown kid from the New York Yankees organization. He's been in the organization since he was 16. So if this is it for him, in all seriousness, I wish him the best. And it's unfortunate that homegrown talent couldn't work out the way we all envisioned it, especially after that hot start.
That was your one dating a farewell to Gary Sanchez.
He's not going nowhere.
That was his farewell. He made it official. That was his farewell.
It's one of those like It's one of those like bachelor farewells where like the bachelor doesn't know who he's gonna pick. It's
I don't
Higashioka
watch
and
that.
Sanchez.
I don't want.
It's like
Carl, Chicago Fire, November 11th, 9 o'clock. We're
Yes. Any Chicago fans out? Chicago Fire fans.
Bachelor.
Chicago Wednesdays return. Chuck and I love that show, by the way. Just a
the only
plug for Dick Wolf and the incredible job he does keeping us entertained on NBC4. I still watch my Law and Order, Chicago Fire, Chicago PD. Great shows, great booking.
the only Chicago Fire right now is the Chicago Bulls front office.
Ooh.
Oh.
I will keep you updated regarding Gary Sanchez. I'll hit up my Dominican contacts. We'll see what's up.
He's not getting
I
traded.
got you with
Manny
that.
has
He's
his sources, ladies and gentlemen. He has his sources.
He's not
Guys,
getting
thank you for
traded.
joining
Goodbye.
me here. And I'll talk to you guys soon. If there is a Laker bration, you're more than welcome to. There's a guest list at the door to get in. So if you
Wow.
want to pull up to
Come
that.
onto the live.
Say that again.
I'm gonna join the live with them.
But I'm telling you, there is a guest list at the live door. That's what I'm trying
And
to
we
tell
getting-
you.
That'll be
Oh.
fun.
So-
I
On
really,
the
I
virtual
really,
in
door. On the virtual door,
Carl.
there is a guest list. What's up? What's up?
We're
Deck?
getting
Carl,
we're getting in free. That's it. We're not paying.
Carl, I hope he's on. I hope that I'm on the list because I really want to see Brandon Falco on his favorite day of the week, Casual Friday.
I want to wear my shirt too. So
All right, guys. You guys enjoy the rest of the Laker game, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Please make sure you guys log back on. Take care.
How could I enjoy anything right now, Carl? I can't believe you just said that.